Okay, I've added the grips on, or excuse me, the over grips onto my racket, and now I need to check them out again. I'm going to turn my scales back on. Forgot which one was which. This one is Racket A because it's got the lead tape on it. Alright, they're all zeroed out. First, let me do this. Let me weigh the racket to see how much it weighs. This one weighs 346 grams. This one weighs 346 grams. Okay. Set this all back up all over again. This one's 0. This one's 0. Okay, at 10 centimeters I have 100 grams, and at 40 centimeters I have 246 grams. Let me write that down. Okay, for Racket B, I have 100 grams and 246 grams. Okay, now let's use the long dowel. Zero it out. Zero it out. This is Racket B. On Racket B, I've got 149 grams and 197 grams. Racket A, I've got 149 grams and 198 grams. Oops, 197 grams. 149 grams, 197 grams. Okay, I measured the center of mass using the formula, and the formula was the mass at the handle times 10 centimeters plus the mass at the head times 60 centimeters, and divided that by the total of the two masses. And both of the tennis rackets came out with a center of mass of 31.4 centimeters. What I did was I actually measured the distance from 10 centimeters and 40 centimeters to, and computed that and took an average of the two, and the average gave me actually the 31.4 centimeters. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to use the Tennis Warehouse swing weight calculator to see what my actual swing weight is on these tennis rackets. I'd love to get close, and I'm just measuring it to see what it is. I've never really done it before because I'm not real fond of this method. But what I've done here is, if you look at what I've done is I've taken, this is the dowel that I used for the 50 millimeter separation, excuse me, the 50 centimeter separation, and this is the other end of the dowel that I had left over, and I've used some clamps to clamp them down to a board, because I don't want to use a book and pencils, and I'm trying to make sure that the dowels themselves don't touch any of the main strings, that they only touch the cross strings. And I want to get them separated as far as possible. I guess I could have moved this one over a little bit, but I'm just going to leave it there. And the reason I want them separated as far as possible is to make sure that on both of the rackets, just in case the string is crooked, that I've got the same distance from this string down to the butt cap on the racket, because that's one of the calculations that you use for computing your swing weight. Okay, this is racket A because I've got the tape on it. And what I want to do now is I'm going to start this racket in motion, and rather than using 10 cycles, I'm going to use 40 cycles and divide it by 4, and then use that to go into the Tennis Warehouse calculator. I think it'll give me a little bit more accurate of a reading. And I don't like this method, so therefore the more accurate my reading is, the better off I am. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the racket back and let it go, and I want to make sure there's no wobble and it's not sliding back and forth before I actually start timing on it. And I've just got a stopwatch here that I'm going to time with. So I'm going to pull it back and let it go. It's wobbling. That's why I don't like this method. Pull it back, let it go, looks good, start. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 55, 53. Okay, let me record that. Now I've got racket B. I'll put it in the same position. Start it the same way. Start. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 39, 40, 55, 55. That's going to be really close. Okay, I used the Tennis Warehouse swing weight calculator, and racket A came up with a weight of 346 grams. The balance point was 31.4 centimeters from the butt cap. The distance to the string that I used to swing the racket was 64.15 centimeters, and all of that was the same on both of these rackets. Racket A had a average time of 13.88 seconds for 10 swings. Racket B, which is this racket, had a time of 13.89. Racket B came out to be 330 swing weight Racket A here came out to be 329 swing weight. And I think I can feel the difference. Oh, wait a minute. I've got the knots on the wrong. Now they're the same.